planet is in peril.
A large earthquake struck Japan.
Our nations are endangered.
You cannot control this or anything else in life.
The countdown has begun. 10, 9, 8.
This world is dying.
7.
There's no one there to protect you now.
6.
You cannot kill me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's bigger than all of us.
Countdown. Armageddon.
Alright, this is Art LaCruz with another review. Like I promised, it's Jose Prin this week. Countdown, Jerusalem. Here we go. Insert to Xbox? Nah. First off, there's a better film, which is Countdown to Jerusalem.
There is a revolution coming. A revolution of God.
Revolution, huh? You know who he's working for?
We have information that the CIA has been investigating certain apocalyptic events.
People in the administration were actually concerned about the rapture.
Rapture meaning everyone vanishes.
Losing a substantial number of key government personnel could be problematic.
Are we talking the end of the world? This is bigger than anything you could possibly imagine.
Israel wants peace. America wants peace.
There's never been an opportunity like this.
A true Muslim must never recognize Israel. Jerusalem will be the price for peace.
So you do believe in God?
I've always, thought there was something bigger than us.
Mr. Daughtry, I think I've imported a distraction. 7 wonders.
There is myth that Russia has created nuclear bombs that a single person can deploy and detonate. 7 of them.
7 wonders.
We're talking about the end.
We will wipe Israel from the face of the earth, as it is written.
Eve, we're gonna stop those bombs. Have faith.
We shall cut off its heads, beginning with the Prime Minister.
I'm a specialist. If there's something that needs handling, people come to me.
Islamic nations coming together in a war against Israel. That isn't happening again right now.
We have to find those bombs.
I believe the delegation has been targeted.
What are you hiding, Jazz?
Take your hands off me, son.
We're talking about the destruction of the United States of America.
Let's get the necessary evils out of the way. My notes. Alright. Starring Kim Little. Sounds like an anime character. Or a Disney cartoon that you'll never see. Sorry, Peter Pan! Yeah, Disney has the audacity of remaking all their fucking movies. There were cartoons into fucking live-action movies. As if they couldn't get any greedier. Anyhow, Clint Browning and G. Russell Reynolds. Director, A.F. Silver. Don't know what he's done, and quite frankly, don't care. Screenplay. Jose Come Pinga Prendes. Jose Mierda Prendes. Oh. 3! Rule of thumb here. When it comes to indie films, Jose Prendes, or anyone, New filmmakers. Don't do action. Sci-fi. Comic book movies. Not just disaster. Usually suck. Alright. The whole story and the daughter in this film, the whole story is a convoluted piece of crap. And by the end, you're like, it makes sense to a sane mental patient that says he's become president, the next president of the United States. That's how much this story is convoluted at portions of ideas of like many other films. Disaster films, there's a lot of good ones out there. Don't have time to mention them. There's a lot. There's a lot of bad ones. There's a lot of good ones. Watch those. Don't watch this one.
Along with flying cows, one of the more interesting twists in the storm-chasing thriller Twister is this leading couple. In movies like Outbreak and Independence Day, it's the stagnating husband who has to win back his ex. Not so in Twister, where Bill Paxton is the collared shirt-wearing sellout, while soon-to-be ex-wife Helen Hunt has to lure him back to the passion project that united them. Some say the world will end in fire, but in The Day After Tomorrow, Dennis Quaid tells us emphatically it will end in ice. Of course, no one listens to him, so when the North Atlantic Current abruptly reverses course, the world's leaders are caught unprepared by the biggest planetary weather event in more than 10,000 years. Steven Soderbergh brought the multilinear style he used in 2005's Syriana to the disaster genre in 2011 with Contagion. The style was a natural fit for a disaster movie, allowing the director to track the rapid spread of a lethal disease from a variety of simultaneous viewpoints. A giant earthquake, a suicidal wife, and psychotic National Guardsmen are just a few of the problems Charlton Heston faces in 1974's Earthquake. With help from George Kennedy and Shaft himself, Richard Roundtree, Heston leads a ragtag band of survivors through the ruins of Los Angeles. In Outbreak, Dustin Hoffman and Rene Russo race to stop the deadly Motaba virus before Donald Sutherland drops a giant bomb on an infected California town. Though the speed with which Hoffman synthesizes a magical cure may not be scientifically accurate, the rest of the movie feels eerily plausible. Admit it, you can still sing every word of the Aerosmith theme song to Armageddon. Directed by Michael Bay and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, Armageddon was the flashier competition to the summer of 1998's other astronomical disaster movie, Deep Impact. Though today it falls squarely in the guilty pleasure category, the movie nonetheless features a great cast, sharp dialogue, and a striking visual style. Though not the first disaster film, the Poseidon Adventure nailed down the blueprint for future entries in the genre. Gene Hackman stars as an unorthodox preacher leading a handful of survivors to safety. While all disaster movies feature tragic deaths, the Poseidon Adventure delivers some of the most devastating sacrifices in the genre. The impossible is set against the backdrop of one of the most devastating natural disasters in recorded history. It's based on the real-life story of Dr. Maria Bellon and her family, who were vacationing in Thailand when it was hit by the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami that took the lives of over 240,000 people in 14 countries. It may not have aged well, but in 1997, Titanic was, to quote its leading man, the king of the world. That year, James Cameron's period spectacle won a whopping 11 Oscars. Sadly, as we all know, the romance at the heart of the film ends in tragedy when an older and obviously insane Rose throws away a priceless diamond necklace that could have put all her grandchildren through college. The Towering Inferno had all the elements that defined disaster movies in the 70s. A huge, all-star cast, led by racing rivals Paul Newman and Steve McQueen, dazzling special effects, and a complex web of intertwined storylines. It also fell just short of winning the Best Picture Oscar when it was nominated in 1975, losing to a little movie called The Godfather Part 2. So, those are our top disaster movies. Did yours make the list? Let us know in the comments, and for more movie mayhem, keep it here at IGN.
Now, I got a job so I can afford the luxuries of buying crap with the idea of reviewing crap. I like to review good stuff, but every once in a while, what this week is dedicated to the shittiest director of all time. God, I cannot mention how much I loathe his writing style, his directing style, his everything. But luckily, this movie's not that bad because what? He didn't direct it. So anyhow, This woman is in the bathroom, and the dumb bitch that she is, being a blonde, doesn't keep a close eye on her daughter. She goes to every fucking bathroom. Daughter's gone. Husband kidnaps the daughter, and then through investigating, she finds out their husband kidnapped her daughter and is in Israel. So now this whole thing about the countdown and the end of times. I mean, how many times has that idea been like fucking done? Holiday Apprentice picks like the most cliche of ideas and just makes one more, what I call another turd in the pile. You know, like right here's a pile. This is what Holiday Apprentice did. There's this much, and he just did another one. See? Another one. The movie is almost decent. I liken this. If there was a clock, I liken this to a cheap man's version of 24. A lot of stock footage, which cannot say it's not a bad idea when it comes to films of this ilk. Stock footage help tell a story in a way that you will never be able to shoot. You could use your own stock footage and fake it, but that costs time and money. This is an indie film by either Christian or Catholic. I don't know. I saw trailers for all the shit on Faith Films, and this is the only good one. And this one's not that good. Two of them are disaster films, and the other one's coming of age, biting off high school story and calling it Church Sunday something. Church, I think it was Church, whatever. Anything else is important here? Alright, we're done. Look at that page. Storyline. See how things change. I say it's decent now, but by the end, the turn comes into play. But did notice that they shot a lot of digital effects for planes, as it's cheaper than actually shooting the real thing. Okay. The digital effects are kept to a minimum, not to cheese factors. A lot of these cheap films, the digital effects are horrible. This one, you can tell they're not going to be that good, so they keep them to a minimum in the beginning, till the end when they open up what they call Pandora's box of cheap digital effects. Now, this is my theory with the Jose Prentice thing. This film is not so bad because Jose Prentice had nothing to do with the casting. Nothing. He doesn't cast his fucking no-talent friends. 1. 2, you probably, like, check his shit and, like, Prentice? Dumb! Dumb! Fix it! Must have a list of things he cannot say and do. Come on, Prentice. The world is ending. No sequels. Prentice is so dumb, he probably suggested a prequel to this shit. That's how dumb that guy is. A prequel. A sequel prequel. Prentice, you might have something on here. Nah, you're just a dumb fuck with no talent. Just stick to this script and then we'll talk about the next one. Matter of fact, you're fired. You're hired. You're fired. You're hired. Okay, you're hired for this one. That's it. That's my Prentice theory about keeping the turd factor in check. Don't read his books, Shark whatever. Sharknado movies are better than anything Prentice does, and those are bad. Now the main plot is a big, half-baked idea. That is a mere fucking, like, tool. Not even a character. Disposable character! Prentice is known for his disposable characters that serve no purpose but to move the plot forward. Yeah, that's what he did with the daughter. Yeah, interesting. But you learned that in film school, right? Alright. He shoots, he scores! Oh, he misses! Kind of like the Atlanta Falcons. Hold on. Slam dunk. Alright, third page. I like in that, most screenplays are 3 pages. I'm not even breaking down the story anymore. Most people don't even know what the fucking, acts are. So, fuck that useless tidbit of schoolology information for university students. Most people don't even read. Oh, by the way, say hi to Jim Morrison. He's in town. Oliver Stone. Be reviewing this sometime. Don't know when. Fuck the rest that's in the background. If you see what's in the background of my messy abode, fuck. I know this is a little. It's funny that this is a Jose Apprentice roast and talking about Mega Man Dorbs. Dorbs is the way to go. Well, that shit in the background. I'm not gonna even bother with it. Third and final page. Alright. First off, this whole high-effect idea would never fucking happen. Never! Jose Apprentice's research is based on, I read the Bible, I went to a Christian high school, I know enough, and I married a Jew bitch. I'll fuck her, gain the knowledge through my penis. Literally, he asked her a couple of questions, Jose Apprentice, what do I do? Alright, I bet you the bitch wrote this shit. The only thing he got accurate was the tattoo thing and the Hitler thing with the tattoos, and you can't be buried if you're a Jew, if you have a tattoo. But it depends what type of Jew you are. You didn't know that, huh, Jose? The reverse non-practicing Jews don't give a fuck. They can be buried anywhere else. They don't gotta be buried in a fucking Jewish cemetery, you dumb fuck. Do a little research. Now, the whole thing is half-baked, because Israel, if there's anything of this ilk would ever happen, they would destroy the fuck out of any country or any terrorist within the radius of anything of happening. Now, themselves doing it to themselves, that will never happen. So that's dumb. Dumb plot idea. Dumb plot point. Whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. In the Apprentice universe of mierda. So, Israel has the best army. Best soldiers, the best planes, the best intel, best hand-to-hand combat training of any country aside from the US of A. So, this will never happen. This whole idea is just in the mind of a fucking... Jose Apprentice is delusional when he writes. What else have I covered? Story is a work of fiction. It's good not to even... watch this more than one time. Don't show it to a schizophrenic because you might think it's the truth. This is 100% improbable in the realm of insanity, or like I said earlier, an insane person saying they can become president. That's why I like in the idea of this story. And again, he's not directing. Doesn't have his 2 cents. Saw the extras. Whatever, just they asked a question, what would they do on their last day of if they were alive? Of course, Brendan's in there twice as a fucking writer. He looks like an asshole still, man. He was an asshole in film school. He is an asshole. He's married to a bitch asshole. They used to take pictures for like fucking Sears catalogs, or not Sears catalogs, but even worse than that, like family portraits. She was ugly then, and she's ugly now, and wow, a new generation of ugly. Well, there's Arla Cruz saying, I'm done with this garbage. Thank God. Yes. God, I'm bad. Let's do it. That was a Apprentice shot. That's a Henry Jose La Cruz shot, by the way. So, as I like it, you can't really see it. These are the season of reviews, Blu-rays. Blu-rays are common now, so you can pick them up for $4, $5 at any Winn-Dixie, Publix, 7-Eleven has them, Walmart. They're not as great as they used to be. Well, not great, but just, there's just like, no one wants to deal with them anymore. So this film, that's where it belongs. Not in my collection. This is my new collection. Now, once we're done with the Prendes Mierda, Jose Prendes Mierda, we'll be reviewing The Return of the Magnificent Seven. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Dying to see this one. Tim Burton. A real author, a real artist. Something that Jose Prendes ascribes to be, but will never be. Out. Spaceballs! Fuck Star Wars. Watch Spaceballs in the original 3 films. The original 6 films. I'm not gonna do them all, but you can see these are the films I'll be reviewing. You can't see them all, obviously, unless I lift them up. I'm not gonna lift them. Since there's a new Bond, maybe a black Bond, Daniel Craig collection recently got for $20 on Amazon. Fuck, let's do them all. Amelia. For some reason, I don't know what this is here. American Reunion. Halloween was recently here. I missed her at Paradise Con. Frost Nixon. Is old. Speed. 1. Force 10 of the Navarone. Super. 3 Great Westerns. Bush Cassidy, Sundance Kid, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and The Magnificent Seven. My favorite, Stand By Me. Oh yeah. Life of Pi. The French Connection, MASH. The Hustler. And I'm not gonna do this, well, my dad has that one. Teen Wolf. The first one. Spellbound. Gentlemen Broncos. California! Legally Blonde. I'll tell you the story behind this when I do the review. This is only here because of the story. Sisters. Talladega Nights. Story of Ricky Bobby. Extract. And Horrible Bosses 2. Yeah, I check them and see if they're in there. And these are gonna be Apprentice-like sci-fi classics. Volume 10 and Volume 11. The Atomic Brain and the Autonomous Age Vampire. Battle Beyond the Sun and Assignment Outer Space. That's all we have time for. Delusional Love. Currently in post. Was going to be a stalker's love story, but complications in casting dictated that I, edit in such a manner that I'm changing the story and I'm changing the whole thing. Fucking casting. Gotta love Miami. Miami is horrible, man. Florida is horrible. There's a reason why we don't get a good rap. Currently working besides that it's green lit already. Some investors here. My investors, I mean myself. Rainbow, written by me and shot by Alejandro Cuadro. And story concept by Deborah Cohen. Look out for her later on in the third one. I'm doing the North Miami Beach trilogy, which is Rainbow, the first part, Rotten Love, my first web series, starring Elizabeth Robinson, me, Gabrielle Antoinette. Gabrielle Antoinette. Shh, don't tell anyone. Gabrielle's in this. She's gonna like the script. Quadra's gonna probably shoot all three, and then Unlonely Roads, which is a horror film, the continuation, which is a sequel to Rainbow. Well, that's all I gotta say for today. My collection is right here. Arla Cruz. Peace. I'm out. And the Patriots won, motherfuckers! Hey, Tom Brady just did like this to the whole NFL. Suspend me for 4 games. I'm still gonna win and embarrass the whole league. Tom Brady's like, fuck the NFL, fuck Twitter, and fuck Facebook and all you haters, because we still win this shit. New England is a shit. Fuck Miami. The Dolphins suck. The Dallas Cowboys suck. The Falcons suck. The whole league sucks. Fuck the Miami Heat. The Boston Celtics are a better team. Bye. Bye. One final bit. I got so excited. Next film, I'm going to open up in front of you. Hansel and Gretel. Here it is, people. Hansel and Gretel. A Jose Prentice production. Asylum. Next review for the Prentice week.